Hi, I'm Holly Schaffner, the Director of Public Relations for Honor Flight San Diego. And I just want our veterans to know from the moment they get to San Diego International Airport that they are loved, they are adored, and this trip is for them.
It's so good to see you.
God bless America. This is Dave Smith, Honor Flight San Diego. During war times or when people are on active duty and out of the country, one of the best means of communication they have is receiving communications from home. Back in World War II, Korea, and even in the Vietnam era, they didn't have all the electronic communications we have today. So one of the most important things that would take place is when they would receive mail from home. From San Diego, Honor Flight with veterans from World War II, Korea, Vietnam. God bless our veterans. God bless America, land of the free because of the brave.
We are honoring them for their service and sacrifice, especially what they endured during their wars. And to those Vietnam veterans who did not receive their homecoming, 50 years later, we say, welcome home.
Bill Deshawn, World War II, glad to be here.
Septer, World War II, glad to be here.
Ronald Smith, World War II, glad to be here.
Al Ong, World War II, glad to be here.
Everything we do here is to make these veterans feel loved and honored and appreciated. And it's our way of saying thank you, and this means the world to them, to be with each other, to be with other team members, to be with other service members, and sometimes their families, and share their stories.
I am Bill Kazee. I was with the Marine during Vietnam, 3rd Marine Division Truck and Com Company, and it is wonderful to be here, especially to be here at the memorial to see the flag that was rigged over Iwo Jima. Appreciate it very, very much. I'm glad I came here to see this. I'm glad to be with my fellow shipmates here.
I am Jacqueline Schwab Hewitt. I was in the Army Nurse Corps, and this honor flight trip has been absolutely unimaginably wonderful. And there's been surprises around every corner, and they had a special tribute for women in the military.
I'm Marcus Washington. I served in Vietnam from 1965 to 1966. Stayed for 2 years in Vietnam. I did a total of 3 tours. I was wounded on my 2nd tour, and to be here at this memorial is very heartening and heartwarming and gratifying to see.
Cleve McCleary from Pawleys Island, South Carolina. And I volunteered and went to Parris Island and Quantico and in Vietnam. Had a recon team. And 2 dead and 11 wounded on that last patrol. I was wounded a total of 7 times. I love this country. I think it's worth living for. It's worth dying for. And it's just an honor to be with it on a flight. And I'm honored to be a Marine.
Hi, I'm Dave Smith with Honor Flight San Diego. This is my 28th trip to the Vietnam Wall, and every time I'm here, there are many different things that touch me as we go through. It's always very emotional to see Vietnam veterans that come and find folks that they had served with that were lost in Vietnam. And we do find that this can be very healing, and we do get some closure with having the opportunity to reflect on those that we served with, loved, and cared for.
Hi, my name is Gary Roselle. I was in Vietnam in 1966, 67. Short stay at home, and back in 68 and 69. Some true heroes are here, but the real heroes we left. And there was 59,000 some odd of them. So again, it's humbling to be here. It really is.
My name is Steve Phillips. I live in Coronado, California, and I'm a Vietnam veteran. I was just visiting John Greason, one of my medics who was killed in 1968, and just saying hello. John Greason. It's tough, have mixed emotions. It's just sad that it had to happen at all. It tore the country apart. We just went because we were asked to go.
I'm Milo Halleck. I served in Vietnam from 64 through 66. And it is such an experience, it's just overwhelming. It's heartwarming and emotional. And I certainly appreciate the people that have made this possible. I thank them.
My name's Julie Brightwell, and I'm the chairman of Honor Flight San Diego. And this last trip was my 55th flight, taking our World War II, Korea, and Vietnam veterans to Washington, D.C. It's been a chance to honor them each time, and one of the most thrilling, heart-wrenching moments of this whole flight is the welcome home. They return to the airport that is absolutely filled with 1,000 people that are cheering them, hugging them, thanking them, shaking their hands, holding up signs, and letting them know how grateful they are for their service. And it just never gets old. It doesn't get old to see that. I think for the veterans, it provides a lot of closure. I mean, these veterans, none of them probably, they didn't get all the ticker tape parades, right? The World War II veterans came home and took a bus or a train and maybe walked to their home and went back to work. And, the Korea veterans, the Forgotten War, those veterans didn't get this either. And I think for our Vietnam veterans, it may have gone from apathy to anger, misdirected at those who served, and they did not get a warm welcome either. So getting to see all these years later, 50, 60, or 70 years later, they are seeing that the nation is grateful, just grateful citizens that are coming out to say thank you. And that is life-changing for our veterans. It's really life-changing.